So we're gonna get started. Tamani! Tamani is the Afro Surreal San Francisco's official documentarian. He's my uncle also.
Nice.
He is the man, if you saw the picture, if you got a chance to see the photograph of me holding the book up and the little water, have you seen that? That's my uncle who did that. That was Tamani who took that picture.
Nice.
That at the beginning of last month. But that's for Afro Surreal. This is not Afro Surreal. This is Black Futurists, Black progressive thought to science fiction in the Sergeant Johnson Gallery, which is where we are. And I would like to thank the center for setting this up, and in particular, Laura Green, facilitator, beautiful sister, always comes in dapper. Always, never see her busted.
Whatever.
You see, I'm D. Scott Miller. What up?
Yep.
I wanted to give a shout out to all the people who made all of this beautiful art here. And I wanted to use the proper names. That's the reason why I ran over there. Ross Terms is here in the building. He's not here right now. He's in the building.
That's right.
Safety First. He's in the building, but not right now. Dead Eyes is in the building.
Did I? The curator. Yes.
Ash Rose.
Yes.
Yes. She's the one that did that sick one over there, the first one. I didn't know her. And then she did the patio over there. I'm like, what? Who is this woman? And then lastly, Brother Antoine, who's responsible for this wall right here, which is dedicated to Prince, amongst other very lovely things to me anyway. So I wanted to talk really quickly. I wanted to read the introduction that was written for the show to put a roof cover tent over the proceedings. Examples of seminal Afrofuturistic works include the novels of Samuel R. Delany and Octavia Butler, the canvases of Jean-Michel Basquiat, and the photography of Rene Cox, as well as the extraterrestrial mythos of Parliament Funkadelic, Lee Scratch Perry, Sun Ra, Brown Fellinis, Alice Coltrane, and Electric Miles, and the sonic test of DJ Spooky. These artists took their art form beyond the existing limits and brought in many elements outside the Black experience, including science fiction, elements of rock and world music, art movements, technology infused with Black identity, culture, and ideas of Black life in the future. Black Diamond Shining, which is all the people's names that I mentioned here, called BDS. Black Diamond Shining will celebrate the Black futurists, or who are the heroes of this culture, past and present, and visually show examples of the themes of Black futurism with their paintings and select films. So that is Black Futurists, and that is what we're doing tonight. My name is D. Scott Miller, and I'm the host. Host? I'm hosting this. That's right, I'm Serge. I'm Serge. I'm social Serge. I'm a writer. I write for The Guardian. But what I really do is I try to infuse is a good word. I try to infuse certain esoteric or I like the word liminal, even though I don't really know what it means. So I'll just use that, liminal. I infuse liminal elements into my writing, and it's my hopes that by doing that, they will be included in what we call the canon of literary achievement. One of the things that I'm really interested in is Delany's book, Dahlgren. If you haven't read Dahlgren, read Dahlgren. If you've read Dahlgren, read Dahlgren.
In the daytime.
I know the best place to read Dahlgren is this little seedy bar in the Tenderloin. That's the best place. And really, you go, oh, there's that dude. It's right here. It's that thing. The piece I'm going to read is what I consider, it's from my novel, Not From Here, which is a serial novel that I've published a couple of the chapters independently already. If you want to get a copy of those, it's too bad. They're all sold out. And if you want to fund me to make some more, I'll gladly do it for you. And then another piece got published in this journal called The Bronx Biannual, which was one of the and Coon Business. Let me holler out Coon Business real quick. If you haven't read Coon Business, read Coon Business. So in this piece that I'm going to read tonight, I'm going to mention this person right here. Does anybody know who that person is? Ramsey. Okay, Ramsey. Okay. Those people who are familiar with Ramel Z are going to enjoy it, and those people who are not familiar with Ramel Z are going to enjoy it, I think. It essentially, I'll give you some background on the book. It's essentially about this guy who works in a bookstore. March 17, 1999. Tyro is a 60-year-old cat with no legs and one arm. Claims he was a Green Beret in Nam. He lives in one of the residential hotels in Jefferson. Every store is burnt out except the liquor store, the porno shop, and Circle 7 Books where I've been working for the last 6 years. All the cats are making it to his crib. The writers watch as gay. Black and whites, beat cops, and unmarked boxy sedans. They all cruise through like no one knows what they're looking for. The block has been occupied for nearly a week. There's some cats rapping out front. They hang out in the store sometimes. I nod at them. Hit the buzzer and wait. It all comes down to milk. Milk? Yeah. If you're a mammal, you create white milk. Mother's milk's always white. White. Milk. Purity. Get it? No. Mother's milk is light in the crucible. He poked the side of his temple with his index finger. I never noticed it before, but homie was cockeyed. You can't let the brown, the dark mix with the white milk. In there, milk is all that's good. He looks over at me. They confuse light with white. It's a linguistic confusion. You see, white is the absence of all color, and white light is the presence of all colors. And that's then some, but on that deeper level, you did. They got that shit off. Nigga, you crazy, his friend said. Maybe. I tell you what, motherfuckers will go to some extremes just to keep their truth true. My scolding was monkey in the middle. What you think, young blood? He looked at me. Well, metaphors define reality. And I said, true. Word is bond. See? That's what I'm saying. The door buzzed and I left them at the gate. An old woman escorted me up the stairs to Tyro. I've got this special order of Calvin Hurton's Dictionary of Afro-American Slang and a paper bag with a piece of tape holding it closed. I couldn't find it anywhere on the web. Ended up calling Pig in the City. They knew a collector who was being gentrified out of his flat. $25. I tell myself that Tyro can't have this one on credit. He just can't. He was like a chocolate Fidel with his long gray beard and faded fatigues. There were 5 guys in the room when the door opened. Henry Dumas. You cats gotta get the Dumas. We were there in Harlem in '68, man. During the riots. Just come back to the world and had something. We put it down for a minute, right on. There's some things sometimes about those times they ain't telling you. We're doing more than those cats can imagine. They gunned that brother down in the street. You hear me? Unarmed on a subway platform. Assassinated. May 23rd, 1968. 1 month and 19 days after they killed the king. Killed Bobby Hutton right down the street from here 2 days after. 17 bullets. Don't tell me they don't fear the word, no, brother. No more was real, say it. I'll tell you like I told them. I believe I was spared so I could come back and tell you this. Okay, the cat that found me was hit himself, and he didn't seem to care. He looked me in the eye for a long time. My legs were busted up from a grenade. That's VC. This VC, that's Viet Cong, you young blood, stood over me. I could tell he was thinking something. He raised his rifle, kept looking at him in the eye. It was one of the few times my prayers were answered. The cat suddenly turned off and ran. He had shot several of my buddies already, but he let me go. All I can figure is that one day when the chips are all coming down, America's gonna have to face the yellow race. Black and yellow might have to put their heads together and bring this thing off. You cats out in the street, learn to fade fast. Learn to strike hard, but don't be around for no explosions. If you don't organize, you ain't nothing but a rider, a scavenger, penny ante crook. These mothers won't hesitate to put a cap in your ass. I ain't saying you should get off the streets. I know like you know, uncle means you ultimately no good, brothers. Take it for what it's worth. I'm laying it down like it is. I got it from the eagle's beak. That's the way he speaks. Get the man out of your neighborhood. I used to say whitey, but you know what? Uncle Tom's alive and well, dude.